here's what we know. If we use KPIs and take massive action to improve them, our business will improve. Hey Titans, today let's talk about HVAC maintenance department KPIs. So we're going to talk about 6 KPIs that you could and should be measuring in your HVAC tune-up or maintenance department. So here we go. Number 1, labor percentage for maintenance. It should be 18% or less. It's a good benchmark, right? 18% or less. I know sometimes it's hard to measure labor percentage and start to departmentalize it, but it's worth it. It can start to indicate if you have a problem or if you're doing something really well. After all, that's the point of these KPIs. They're a scoreboard and tell you how you're performing. All right, the second thing is your materials used on maintenance. They really should be 10% or less. Let's face it, it's cleaning supplies, some coil cleaner and some things like that. Some minor parts. It's not like we're adding in big ticket items a lot of times on maintenance replacement parts on there. So 10% or less is a benchmark. Number 3, maintenance department gross margin. It should be at 60% or better. Some people I know say, hey, my maintenance department is a loss leader. Well, okay, if you know that, you can pay attention and be intentional about that, but if you're trying to make this thing profitable, it should be at 60% or greater. Number 4, average number of calls to get a replacement lead. This should be 18 or under. It's a little bit higher than it was for demand service, but the reason being is we're here on maintenance. We might have even some newer systems in there that we're just tuning up and doing all the good relationship building stuff to try to get to the next replacement. So 18 or lower is our KPI for that one. All right, number 5, how much of your total revenue should your maintenance department be generating? Well, for a typical HVAC residential add-on replacement service business, it should be about 15%, give or take, depending on how many club members you have or how many agreements that you have. But the point is, set your own benchmark, see where you're at, and see if you can improve upon it. But 15% is an industry KPI. And number 6, callback percentage. We'd all like to say it's 0, but let's be real here. You know, you go out and all of a sudden you get that call back. Your guys were just here on a tune-up and now it's not working. You go out there and they forgot to put the disconnect back in, or they left a wire off. These things happen. They shouldn't, but they do. So the KPI for this is 1% or under. Obviously, as low as we can get it, it's what we want. But if we're not measuring it, we may have some technician that's going out there and really messing up quite frequently, and we don't know because we're not measuring. We don't have a scoreboard. Because here's what we know. If we use KPIs and take massive action to improve them, our business will improve, because what gets measured and recognized also gets repeated and improved.